What's up, guys? Welcome in. This is Coach Shine coming at you with a live conversation. And I'm currently eating, so you guys are going to get this live, raw and uncut. Um, Today's been a long day, but it's been a good one. Welcome in, welcome in. Um, all I can really say is sometimes you just gotta let things be, because even when you're doing everything in your power, everything in your ability, there are still going to be some things that just does not make sense, right? And this is where you have to continue to move in faith. You have to continue to move forward and know that everything is going to work out. Now, sometimes it's like you don't even want to have to always think about, thinking positive when things doesn't even make sense. So it's really about you also honoring those moments where, things just doesn't even, make sense to what or who you are. So it's like, what's up, Aisha? Have you sent a message? Have you sent what I needed, or what we talking about? Because I'm not going back and forth about that either. But if you sent what I needed, then okay, cool. I'll check it out. But yeah, so sometimes you just have to set standards. Okay, I'll check it out. But also be realistic when things are actually not properly done at the hands of other people, right? Because it's like I said, when you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing to the best of your ability, and then you realize like things are happening because the energy, other people's negligence, or what have you, and it's like, okay, cool, I know that everything's working out, but it's still like, okay, people need to be responsible. People need to be held accountable for what has transpired and what is happening when things come up. Like, I'm big on being honest, and I'm big on being accountable. So my thing is, in order for me to move forward properly, things have to be made right. Things have to be correct. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when I'm giving that time and space for things to actually get where they need to be, I'm still holding the space. I'm still holding the standard. And it's like, this is where you gotta be like, okay, I understand as a coach I have a responsibility to hold other people, hold other leaders, but it's still like, okay, these are grown people. And I don't think grown-ups understand how they impact other people's lives when they're actually in your energy or sharing your energy and things. And it's like, I just wish we would get to a place where we can be more honest and open and more real about where we are and what we stand for and what we truly want. And it's like, if we're going to really create something monumental, something impactful, then we have to actually stick to what we say we're going to do. We have to stick to our guns. We have to move in integrity. We have to move knowing that, okay, hey, I'm being transparent, I'm being honest. And my thing is, I don't like to be accused of things, because I know that's also projections. When people try to say things about you or do things like that, it's all projections. So for myself, knowing this, you know, it's about knowing how to navigate things in a way where you're still getting the result, but also checking things as you go, because you can't let things slide a lot of times. You have to be honest about how you truly feel. And if you're feeling the way, do something about it. And if something needs to be done, you know, just set your goals and make it happen. So I don't know. I'm just going through the energy here, speaking to what is, trying to get people to understand that I'm actually so tired of expressing how serious I am about business. You know what I mean? Like, I'm at the point where I'm no longer explaining that either. It's like, okay, if you want to do business, let's do business. If not, please move aside. I don't know. I'm feeling like a no tolerance, zero tolerance going on, because of, like, people will waste your time if you let them. And I'm not the person that is here for that. You know, I don't have that kind of time. I have things to do. I have things to accomplish. I'm creating and building a lifestyle that I desire for myself and want. And it's like, I really only want to connect with people who are serious, who are understanding, who are on the same path. Because I cannot deal with the constant disruption for no reason. You see what I'm saying? And this is where I got to create order. I keep saying this. Like, I'm aware that people are not on the same spectrum. Meaning, some people are in another dimension doing other things, and I'm coming from a pure place. I'm clean, I'm sober, I don't have nothing going on with me. I'm clear. And I'm like, I get it. Most people are in escapism. Most people are in a whole other world. Most people are doing other things, and I don't care about that. But for me, I'm in reality, and I'm also being realistic and logical, and I'm also about my business, and I'm also focused, and I'm also clear. So it's like when people are still titter-tattering on a line where they're like, it's affecting how they show up. Like, I don't care what people do in their own right. But when it comes to you in my space, in my energy, and you're not being what you need to be, like you're not fulfilling your role, you're not actually living up to what you say you was going to do, you're not being honest, you're not being, you know, a decent person, meaning you're not doing things, you know, in a way that makes sense. Okay. I'm not here to judge anyone, but I am here to speak to the truth. I am here to speak to the truth. I am here to speak to the truth. Like, it has to make sense. Like, it should not be this difficult. When I see people are making things that should be easy, difficult, I really get to feeling the way, because I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we actually doing? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not even kidding, y'all. Enough. 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 I'm a fun time. I'm a fun girl. I like to have fun. I like to laugh. I like the good vibes, but I also like to be realistic. When things ain't right, let's clean this up. Let's clean this up already. Can we wrap it? Let's clean this up, okay? Because I'm really at a point where it's like, please stop the nonsense. Okay? Really. I like my peace. I like minding my business. I like dealing with the people who respect my business. It's through other people. It's through other people. A shift is happening, I'm telling you. A shift is happening. So, again, we have options for people who are looking to work with me and my team. Who are serious about themselves. Okay? This is where we at now. We gotta get people serious about themselves at this point. About you increasing your financial, emotional health. Okay? I know a lot of times we talk about mental, and a lot of this stuff is at this point where it's like, okay, we need to look at people's processing. What are their capabilities? What are they able to do? What are their strengths? Right? Because we're expecting grown-ups to be grown-ups. We're expecting them to really be that, when really we got to look at their development. See what I'm saying? We got to look at that development. What areas are they developed in, and what areas are they lacking? And then we got to investigate on why. What's happened? What has transpired? What's the cause? Right? This is where I get down to some genuine concern for a lot of you. I get down to some genuine concern at this point. I'm very concerned. I am. And I don't think it'll be this pressing for me if it didn't affect me energetically. See what I'm saying? But when it does affect me energetically, now I have to address it, because I've seen it long enough. I've tried to course correct. I've tried to be understanding. I've tried to be supportive. I've tried every route I thought I could. Now it's to the point where we got to lay some rules and groundwork. We got to lay something different. Because that's the thing. A lot of y'all come to me because y'all need a structure. Alright? So now we got to fix the structure. Okay? We got to make sure the structure is there. You follow me? So, for those of you who understand what I'm saying, I really need you guys to really focus in. I really need you guys to really take a true look at yourselves. I want you guys to understand that I am here to support you, but I am not here to take on the nonsense. I'm not here to what do you call it? Coddle, or to continue out patterns that we should already be evolved from. Right? There are certain patterns that we should be already evolved from. I think y'all not understanding that consistency. When we say consistency, we talking about consistency in you building your business, you growing, you succeeding, you excelling. You see what I'm saying? Some stuff you just don't need to even be entertaining. You need to be really just clearing out. You see what I'm saying? You need to really be like, let me check this over here. Let me check this over here. Let me make sure this is good. I mean, you gotta get to a point where you really get on your grown woman-ish. You see what I'm saying? And I say woman because I'm speaking to the women right now. I know there's men that's going to watch this, but I'm speaking to the women right now. You got to really be on your grown woman. I think what makes it interesting is that I witness people older than me and I be trying to understand it. And it's not even about that, because everybody got their own journey and their own path. But it's like mind, mentality, mindset, approach to things. Like, for real, like, anybody that knows me knows that I work hard. Like, I'm willing to work. I'm willing to go to work. I'm willing to hustle. I'm willing to work on my deal. I'm willing to figure it out. Like, I'm not, like, people don't get my drive. I have a certain drive, right? And that's cool, because my thing is, now I'm to a point where it's like, what is it going to take? What is it going to take for people to see that there is something more they could do? See what I'm saying? There's something more they could do. So I just encourage people to really figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Okay? And surround yourself with like-minded, supporting, and uplifting people. People who are on your vibration. People who understand you. People who genuinely like and care for you. Okay? Don't waste any more time on people who want to waste time. Don't waste any more time on people who are unsure, unclear, who just don't know. Okay? And this is my thing. Know your worth and add tax. Know your worth. Know your worth. And do what you need to do to make sure you take care of you. Okay? So Rise to Millions, we have that available. Access that in the link in my bio. Book your hair appointments, your one-on-one coaching sessions. Order your wigs and bundles, and get inside of Deeper Than Beauty mentorship. Okay? All of those things are there in my website. This message may not be for you. This message may not be for everyone. But for those who it's for, I pray you receive this from what you need and it lands for you in the way it needs to. And you do what must be done. Okay? So take care. I'll see you.